Hello and welcome to A Drink and a Song, a place where we share a drink and break down a song. Tonight I'm going solo. My producer slash daughter slash everything is out with friends at a movie and I needed to get it filmed. Look at this sky behind me. So I've got my auto start. I've got everything set up. So let's see how it goes without my producer, Grace. So on this episode, we're going to make a French 75 and we're going to talk about Drew Holcomb. So let's jump on into our drink. If you haven't heard of a French 75, it originated in Paris during World War I, and it was famously named for the rapid-firing 75 millimeter French field gun because it packed a similar kick. So the French 75, it was created around 1915 by a bartender named Harry, who I think we've talked about him before, but he originally blended gin, lemon juice, sugar, and champagne. I love some champagne. I actually like a mimosa, but a Hawaiian mimosa with a shot of pineapple juice and a shot of pineapple rum. It's a delicious alternative to orange juice. But Harry worked in this place. It was called New York's Bar, and it was in Paris. And it kind of gained widespread popularity in the 1920s. You might even have seen this drink in the film Casablanca in the 1940s. And basically that gun, the 75 millimeter French field gun, was critical and highly effective, and it's often credited with helping save Paris during World War I. So let's stop talking about it and let's make it. So as I said, it's champagne, which I get this Prosecco out of Costco in Harrisonburg. It's the best and it's such a good price. It is lemon juice, which I've already squeezed out my lemon juice. It is simple syrup, which I've already measured out my simple syrup, 3/4. It's a nice tall glass. And of course, my favorite, some Sapphire gin. That's it. So in order to make it, it is actually 2 ounces or 3 ounces of gin. That looks about 3 ounces. I didn't measure that. 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. And then you top off with champagne or Prosecco. Let's give that a little stir. I did not cut a wedge of lemon to put on there, so we're just gonna drink it like it is.
She was a good companion, eyes like the
grass. So good. So it's light, it's refreshing, it's yum. It's called a French 75. Come over, I'll make you one. 4 ingredients: lemon juice, simple syrup, gin, and Prosecco. Let's get that out of our way. And let's get into our music. So Drew Holcomb. Many of you have probably never heard of Drew Holcomb before. We have been fans for a long time. So years ago, when Molly, my oldest daughter, was between her junior and senior year in college, or sophomore and junior year, she moved to Nashville. She thought she wanted to work in the music industry. What better place to live than Nashville? So she went to work for a record company down there. And after a summer of living down there and working for the record company, she recognized she didn't want to be in the music industry, which was probably a very good thing. But the record label she worked for actually had quite a few artists, and Drew and Ellie Holcomb was one of them. Actually, one time she delivered something to their house and met them and said they were just wonderful people, and Ellie even asked her if she babysat. She never did babysit their children, but she became a fan at that moment. And we have always just liked their music. and their style. And I've been on a front row at the Harvester and got to see them up close, and I love their personality. We've seen them in concert several times. Molly has a plaque. One of their songs is called Dragon, and it's Go Slay Your Dragons. And my friend Andy, who made the bar and everything, he made that as a wedding gift for her, one of the lyrics from the song, and gave that. So she has that hanging in her kitchen. And when we did our first dance, our daddy-daughter dance at her wedding, we danced to one of their songs. So they mean a lot. They're special to us. They've got a very, very cool sound and a feel. It's pretty laid back. They're based in Nashville, and he was actually really influenced by Tom Petty and Bob Seger, and they just have this sound that's easy listening. It's great. So if you haven't listened to Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors, which is his band, or his wife Ellie, give them a listen. But today's song we're going to talk about is Find Your People. And I was thinking about my people and how fortunate I am to have found my people. So first, my people are my family, my wife and my children. I'm very fortunate to have good people. And as I'm listening to this song, I think about how many people in my life were there, all my people. And I'm very blessed to have a great group of friends right now. A lot of people in my life who are just there for me. And when I heard the lyrics to this song, I feel fortunate because I know there's a lot of people in this world that are sad and lonely, and they don't have their people. And I have a lot of people. And so some of you are watching this are my people. And so I hope you like this song as much as I do. We're going to break down some of the lyrics. I think we've solved our sound problem. So our mic that was on the side of the phone, these mics were charged, but I think that died. So last week, I don't think our sound was very good. I got some feedback. So hopefully it's much better this week. And for a change, we're not doing a love song, not a sad song, an upbeat song. So let's go ahead and get into Find Your People, and we'll start breaking it down.
You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel alright, the kind you wanna stay up with all night. You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel whole. They won't leave your side when you lose control. The ones that don't let you lose your soul.
So I thought this was a good time. I'm looking at my shirt, got Bradshaw Firewood. Those are my people, the Bradshaws. I got this Turkey Federation hat. And if you listen to my podcast, you know my people was Uncle Daryl, who also gave me this, as you can see, this giant Turkey Federation. I don't think anybody ever drank out of this, but we'll call it a canteen. That sounds better, but I keep it up there. So I got a couple Turkey Federation things. Uncle Daryl's my people. When I was in college and my car broke down and I didn't have a way to fix it, my Uncle Daryl took me to a car lot and got me. That's when I learned how to drive a straight. He got me a little car with a stick, and I was like, I don't know how to drive a stick and I can't afford this. And he said, don't worry about it. And he paid my car payments for my last 6 months until I got out of college. That's your people. So this hat, everything in here, it makes me think of him. So I've had people supporting me long before I even knew who my people were. So they don't let you say, they won't leave your side when you lose control. The ones who won't let you lose your soul. He absolutely did not. So we'll be talking about some other of my people in a second. So let's get into the chorus.
You gotta find your people, the ones that get the joke, who understand what you're saying for a word is spoke.
The ones that get the jokes, that understand the words of a word is spoke. I work in a cath lab, so a lot of the days I have a mask on and a hat, and all you can see is the eyes. Some of my people, all we have to do is give each other a look, and we know exactly what we're thinking about that case, about what the doctor just said, about that patient. Not a word is spoke, but my cath lab people, they're my people. They know a word does not have to be spoke.
Put the needle in the groove. When you're together, you got nothing to prove. together, you got nothing to lose. In a world full of strangers, you don't know the trust. All you see is danger, trying to find what you lost. You can't go it alone. Everybody needs help. You gotta find your people, then you'll find yourself.
You got to find your people, then you find yourself. Another person, because I'm doing all my shout outs, was my Aunt Jimmy. So my mom's oldest sister, when I graduated from high school, I had no money, I had no future, I didn't know what I was going to do. And she took me into her home. I never paid a penny. She fed me. She got me a job at the hospital as the orderly, the night shift orderly. I carried a pager and I answered code browns, go clean up patients, and I did 3 summers of that. And that's how I ended up going to nursing school and getting a job, because somebody believed in me, somebody who I didn't even realize at the time was making a big sacrifice, made a sacrifice so that I could be who I am and where I am today. So I wanted to give another shout out.
You gotta find the people that'll call your bluff, who ride along when the road is rough. You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel equal. They pick you up and don't put you down. Help you find your way in the lost and found. In a world full of strangers, you don't know the trust. All you see is danger, trying to find what you lost. You can't go it alone. Everybody needs help. You gotta find your people, then you find yourself.
That is so true. The ones that understand you.
The ones that understand you. The ones that lend a hand to you. The ones that don't demand anything from you.
So that's when I'm going to talk about my friends for a second. The ones that understand you, the ones that lend a hand to you, the ones that don't demand anything from you. I have so many people I could just call when I can't figure out something. Thankfully, YouTube has helped me figure out how to change a belt on a mower, or how to fix a shower, or how to fix anything. YouTube is on your car. I'm so thankful for it. But before YouTube, I have an Andy and a Corey and so many names I can't even think. Just people I could call if I need something. My brother-in-law, Joe, they're always there when I need a help or I don't know how. Now my nephew and my son have taken those places. When I need help with something, I just call and they're always there to lend a hand. My friend Bill, my best friend Billy. I got so many people that if I need something, it's a blessing. I hope that you have somebody. And if you don't, let me be that person. Call me. I'll be glad to help. So we're going to wrap up our song. Once again, the chorus.
You gotta find your people, the ones that make you feel alright, that tell you the truth and wish you well. You gotta find your people, then you'll find yourself. You gotta find your people, then you'll find yourself.
That's a great song. I hope you like it as much as I did. I actually was listening to, I don't know if it's TikTok or a podcast, and I was listening to this guy just this week, and he was talking about monologue conversations. And he said, when you're talking to somebody, you're trying to relate to them. So you end up sharing a lot about yourself. So they tell, you ask them, what restaurant do you like? And they name the restaurant. And then you start telling them, oh, I love that restaurant. I went there for my anniversary, and this is... You never really ask them more questions, and then they tell you something and you tell them something, and you're sharing, but you're in these two silos. And he said, how about next time you have a conversation, when you talk to somebody, ask them the question, then ask a couple follow-up questions and find what is it that they like about the restaurant? What's their favorite food? And then after they've shared some things, then you might share something, but don't automatically ask a question and then share something thinking you're connecting. That's called monologue conversations. And I think to be a good friend, you need to be a good listener, a good communicator. And I said, you know what? I'm going to kind of remember that. So next time I ask a question, I'm not going to just share something. I want to know their answer. And I've already implemented that in work a few times, and it feels really good. And you learn a lot about people. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope the sound is considerably better. And look forward to next week. I have another song that's not a tearjerker, and it's not a broken heart love song. So have a great week. I think we did pretty good without you, Grace, but I'll be glad when you're back next week. So long, and until then.